Hello, this is Paul here, and I'm going to see if I can build a counter that just randomly counts in Factorio. So that's what I've been doing lately. Um, yeah, it's a goofy but fun game. It's not that goofy, but it's involved. So it's like a huge distraction, but it's a fun one. So I'm going to see if I can build a 7-segment counter and just have it count upwards, and that's nothing fancy, just to see if I can do it. So 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, and just make a single digit. And the crazy part is getting the logic to work. So what I need to do is have combinators and these things. I'm probably gonna want the wire up here and decider combinator. And basically you can hook up stuff to the lights. Let's see. So light. Well, there's nothing hooked up to them. I gotta set up the segments. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. That's the segment. Yeah. If you hook stuff up to other things, there's better videos on it. I'm not going to try to explain that stuff. But you don't want to hook up the segment to that segment, at least in this case, because then both segments will light from the same input. I know there's the thing. Oh, I wish I knew how to explain it better. I'm just challenging myself, and I'm letting anyone who understands watch along, and it's probably why I haven't been making Blender videos, because I've been playing with this silly game. Yeah, it's fun. So if I have that, and then I output a signal to that, it's not doing anything yet because I have to set all these things up. So able condition, anything. Actually, I'll make this green signal greater than 1, greater than 0. Make it equal to 1. There. Green signal equal to 1. So now I can output green signal, and so what is it? Control and left click is copy, and control and right click is paste, or the other way around. Or is it shift? There's a way to copy the status. I'm trying to remember if it's control or shift. Is it control right click and control left click? Where is it? There we go. I'm going to set up all these things in a similar fashion. And now, if I unplug this one, plug this one, then it should light. Okay. Similar deal. Okay, cool. So those light up. And now what I want to do is make a thing that counts. So I need one that actually holds the signal, and then one that adds to the signal. And I'm going to flip this over just to make it easier. So outputs signal for green right now, but that's fine. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Trying to build the logic of it. I don't want to do that. So input to that. I'm going to change what this outputs. I'm going to set the signal A is equal to 1. That's fine. Okay. So this is input A. And I want to multiply it by 1. So if A is equal to 1 multiplied by 1, it should be 1, and output it back to A. So this is going to be the holder, and this one is going to be the adder. So input A. I'm going to add, and then it's going to also output A. Right now it's not adding anything, so there, and back to there. It looks like it is producing a signal, and I'm going to go to that, and okay, it is adding upwards. Let's see. And if I turn this off, it stops adding. So this only counts upward as long as it gets an input signal right now. Okay. So, how do we want to do this? We need registers for every digit, right? Okay. Let's see. I have power pulse. Yeah, I have power pulse. So what I want to do is, I'm thinking out loud now. Take the output from this, and I'm going to divide it, and then I'm going to use a modulo function. So, alright, this will do division, right? And this will do a modulo function. So, you're going to take A and divide by, let's try 10 for now. 10. Set. And output back to A. So what we'll do is we'll take the signal of this value, which is at 500, divide by 10, so it'll be 50. So when it counts, it will end up counting slower because I am dividing the signal, and then I am going to do a modulo. A modulo of, I'm going to do this as 10. So it should count up to 10, and when it gets up to 10, it will go back to 0. And then output A. So all I am going to do is hook up the output of the storage register to the division, and then the modulo, and then I'm going to use this power pull here. So there goes the input, and output there to input there, output there to that pull, and now if I hover over the pull, there's no signal yet. This is showing a 50 signal A50. There's no output signal yet. So you know what? That's divisible by 10 even, so that's why this is outputting a 0. Okay, let's turn this on. And then let's see what the pull is. It's counting to 10, and every time it hits 10, it's back to 0. Which is okay. So, and the speed, if I want to change the speed, I change the division factor. So if I want to make this slower, let's see, we can increase that to 100. And now if I look at this, it is going to count really slow. And Not sure how many ticks per second there is. Probably something like 20. I don't know. So if I wanted this to count off in seconds, I could adjust this down to like 20 maybe. Yeah. So now it's like counting every second or so. And then output signal, it counts up to 10. In this case, it repeats the 0 every time it hits 10. Or a 10 value, a multiple of 10. That's what the modulo does. So now what I want to do is make a register for every digit. And I guess I will use the decider to do that. So will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Shit, I only need 9 of these, right? Well, I guess it's 10. Okay. So this will be A is equal to 0. This will be A equals 1. See what I'm doing is I'm making a condition for every digit. So this is 1. This is 2. And this will be 3. Equals 4. Equals 5. It gets redundant, right? Okay. Oh, but get what I'm doing, right? 6. And 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. This one will be 9. And I'm just going to output a signal. We can make it the color. For all these, just output the color. Forgot to say here. I am outputting a signal of green. So that's what I want it to display in. So now all these are green and should be equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this should be counting. Yes, alright. So, for that. Actually, I think on the inputs I can just string them along. See, outputs I don't want to cross connect. So, walk closer and so inputs like so. As long as this thing is on, it is counting. I think I just want to set these just as e-signal. So output should be set to 1 for that color, right? Okay. I'm just seeing if I can get this to work. I'd say I've watched too many videos on this. Some of my logic reasoning for this actually comes from what's working graphics, because I play with Blender, and in Blender I do stuff with cycles nodes, and some of the node logic is very similar to this. Can't say it's exactly the same, but it's similar. So what segments do I want to light up for 0? That will be this one. Will it respond to the green wire? I don't know. So I want this one for 0. You know what? It's only going to light up on 0 for that one. It doesn't carry over in the red wire. Okay. So this will be I think you get what I'm doing now. Oh, it won't go that far. Shoot. Well, that means I need another power pole, right? Power pole is 0. Well, that's a bit of a quandary, huh? Or I guess I could do a power pole for every digit. There, there, there. So I need 10 power poles, right? Just so I can have enough reach, I think. So I need, just for this, I need 10 power poles. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I know I should be able to reach right with the wire. So this will be power pole 0. For power pole 0, I will light every segment for 0. I think, do that right? I think I did it right. Okay. So every time it has 0, all the segments for 0 light up. Kind of like that the power pole is overlapping one of the things. Oh well. I'm sure there might be a slightly better way to do it, but I'm just trying to think out loud. Now this will be for 1. So in case of 1, I'm going to go this power pole here, and then here, back power pole 1, and up there. So now I'll go 0. What a mess. Alright, 0, and then it should output a signal for 1. These wires are so tangled it's confusing. Oh. This one should go up here. Oh, what spaghetti? I think you get the idea, but it's just such a mess. I think I kind of got the right idea, but the power poles are like way too close. I can't read what's going on what, so I'm just gonna unplug all this. Now, how do we want to do this? Okay, so nothing should be lighting up. I'm trying to think of how I want to do these again. This should be one, right? Let's put that. Here's one. Stupid thing won't reach. That was kind of annoying, but I understand why you did it. You want to simulate it, you have to stream others. Alrighty. Can we get in crosstalk? Should I do the outputs in green? Maybe I should do it that way. That could be it. So, all these, the green is one. Actually, I could make it anything that's equal to 1. So then you can make the color independent and use this output signal for. So then the color depends on the output signal. You can make a. Should be a. So, you can make the numbers different colors if you want. You can try that. Yeah, I know, I'm just faffing about doing this goofy crap. And you know what? It doesn't matter because I gotta change the color of the wire to green. So I think there's crosstalk in one of the signals too. Might be able to use this thing, and if the area of the highlight is the same as the area of the reach, it'll make some things easier too. I think, yeah. Okay, so let's plug all these together in green. So that's that segment. Alright. So now each one of these go to that. Because green and red do not connect each other. You know, this goes to that. You know. And only from the output signal side. So all these are doing is they're signaling which one is given an on signal for each number. You know what? I can't do it that way. You know why? Because I think, yeah, it's just gonna. Shoot. I just realized something. I have to do it. I have to do it here with separate poles for. Yeah. OIT is funky. See, this is why I'm a noob at this kind of stuff. Let alone dealing with biters and all that stuff. Oh. Yeah, so it's in a 0. Make the condition anything equals 1, so. Equals 1, equals 1. Anything equals 1. Doing it because I want to separate the color from. I know you're probably getting bored, like, what's this got there? He's dinking around these settings. So anything else? Here. So all those are anything now. If I plug green in from that, it'll be a green. And if I go to this, so the output for the color is now on this thing. So if I change it to red, that will be red. So now it's from here, not from yellow. Yeah, see? And it would be the same for all my connections. So I can just change the color a lot more quickly. Like that. Okay, see how that worked? Alright. What a freaking mess. I almost think I have to move them inside the digits or something. Oh, should I do that? At least get them right on there. Yeah, that's gonna be. Because I can't reach otherwise. These don't stick up high enough to mess with the digits for a second. So, this is getting signal, and that's the divided signal. Actually, I don't need this from here too. I just did that during setup, so I can use this signal. Okay. So now it should just be the counting to 10, but 10 and 0 are the same in this case. And now I can do the outputs, right? They should fit in this area. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think they can fit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that. It's just a mess. But now I gotta do that stuff I was doing. Oh. So this will be anything. Equal to 0. Actually, I want A is equal to 0. So we're using signal A. A is equal to 0, output green. A equal to 1, output green. Okay. Wish this entry field would auto highlight. It's kind of annoying that it doesn't, because you end up entering the wrong thing so many times. Like every other computer software, you do an entry field, it auto highlights it like this. Like, see, it's just you gotta drag it to do it instead of starting out that way. I don't know why you did it like that. Could fix that. I mean, that's a great game. It runs on Linux with no hiccups. How many games do that just from the start? So that's 0, 1, 2. That's going to be 3. It's equal. Let's make that green. It would be nice as if they made it so you could tell what the setting is on the mouse over instead of having to click it and click out. Because they give you the signals that it outputs, right? But they don't tell you what the setting of the actual thing is. Just a thought. So that's 0, 2, 3. A equals 4 set. 1 output green. Should we make like 5 or 9 in different color or something? Make 8 and 9 different colors just because and yeah, I want to do -1. It's just an IO signal, like binary counting. On off signal, you know? So that's what, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 5. Are you bored yet? Are you bored? Whoever's watching is probably like, what is this guy doing with this weird game? I need that. 6. And I want to make that 7, I guess. And I can't double click to highlight that either. I gotta actually like drag over it. That little tiny entry field. I mean, I can scroll, but this scrolling is kind of like on a curve, so it doesn't. It scrolls up this, but then once you hit tens, it counts by tens and stuff. So the precision is limited. So, you know. I mean, it's convenient for some reasons, but that's why it would be better to have a more active entry field. So 7. A is equal to 8. 8 set. I want to make that yellow. And then for 9, I'll make it red. Just because I can. So now we see that it'll change color as well as count. So now what I want to do is pass the signal AA to all the inputs on these. And that's why I had to separate the color out. So, put there. I think I can just string them along because the input signal is going to be the same for all of them. on these the green. So this is what is it? So that will be for 0. So all the segments I want for 0, and I'll get the output from 0. So that's 0. Okay. They have to come from that. So we're back to that 1 point again, right? Or messed up. So now it's blinking 0 on 0. Okay, now this should be 1. So 1 only goes to this segment. And 1 should go to this segment. 0 and did I hook up the input to 1? Equals to 1, output 1. For some reason it's not outputting 1, I guess. Weird. Should be outputting 1 on equals 1. This is missing the signal. 0 output 1 equals 1 output. And I want it to light up these two segments. This one will be 2. Cross connect something weird. Oh. Yeah, that's a headache. Somewhere something got cross connected, I guess. Dang it. Should I try again? Oh, I hate messing up. Such a bit long to set up. You're watching me. I think I could do another video on this and actually get it working. See, it was close. Still getting like crosstalk in there somehow. I just have to do the segments in different colors so you don't accidentally connect each other or something. Could do it that way. And now let's try these things right. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. So this goes input on all of these, right? I think that's right. Okay. Input side only. Ah, right. So this is using the slow count, right? Yes. Which I got from the division to slow it down, and the modulo just to keep the count looping. And all these get inputs. So this will be 0. Set that to 1, right? Okay. A I really wish you set a mouse over to see what their settings were, not just their input and output values. But do that. Actually, I should see the little lights on these trigger as they trigger, right? Are you doing it? These should all be connected in parallel, right? I think. You know what? This one isn't connected in parallel. Yeah, see, now they're bipping down the line, right? For some reason, it's not hitting every signal in sequence. I don't know why. There's probably a reason for it, but it's not obvious to me. It's 4. Simulate it, so 5. 6. This is 3, 4, 5, 6. So I should see tick, 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 tick. Seeing 2 of them light up at the same time, which is weird. I don't know why it's doing that. See, because the division is they have to be like even by 100 or something. Could be it. Well, I'd think the modulo would just round it. It's looked like it was giving me a symbol. Maybe it's not. Is there a way to get a round into a full integer? See, I'm seeing more than one of these things light up at a time. It's kind of bugging me. So you should be just tacking off in sequence. If you zoom in real close, you see that little light. You should be going like a runway way straight down the sequence. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know, it's like the most boring Factorio video ever. And A is equal to 9. Oh, yeah. Here. I think I got them close to working in sequential, but now the question is whether or not they actually output sequential. So this one will be green to green. Output. Now I want red to red. For all the segments that light up on 0. Yes. Zero up green. Set these to light up. Oh, no, I didn't. That's derpy, huh? Anything equals 1. And use colors. So anything equals 1, use colors. What was the copy? It was it shift? It helps to set the condition on the thing that's receiving a signal, right? Okay. So I got it blinking on 0. Let's see if I can get it to work on 1 for the next digit down, right? So output from 1 to that one. 0. And for some reason it's not working on that one. 0, 1, 2. 2. 2. I want it here. There. Something's cross-connected and I don't know what's going on, man. It's a mess. So I would think I could just light up the segment from the output of that one, but a wire's hit another spot or something stupid. See, 'cause now it's not working great. You can see, might have to do it a different way with comparators. I don't know offhand. If this is greater than a value, so two values comparing to each other, maybe. Continuous value. It's weird. The equal condition should work because it should just be reading output of this. I'm still getting crosstalk here somehow though. So this should only be connected in parallel on the input, and the outputs shouldn't be connecting to each other at all. But yet they are. Well, I can't tell you what's going on. And watch somebody knows, like, you idiot, you're doing this alright. Well, at least I got a counter that slowed things down. I mean, give me credit for that much. It's this thing that's confusing the hell out of me. Thought I'd be able to get it. But it's been too long and I didn't accomplish too much yet, so I thought I'd just try to do it without watching every other person's video on this subject. So I was trying to see if I could figure it out on my own. No luck this time. So, till next time, I guess that will be it. Later.